Hi guys, we're at my daughter's house. She's been given a Samsung plasma TV. I'm not quite sure how big it is. It's certainly pretty enormous, but because it doesn't work, that's why she was given it. So I can have a little look, take the back off and see if there's anything obvious. Power goes in there. On the front of the panel there's some capacitive buttons. They're not push buttons, they're ones that you run your fingers over. So I would say capacitive. But you plug it in, power on, and nothing happens. And you press the little buttons on the front and nothing happens. So it's probably the power unit. That would be a place to start. We have checked the power lead itself and that does actually work. So it's not as simple as there's no fuse in the plug or anything like that. But we've got a lot of screws to undo around the edges. So I'll undo all them, see if we can get the back off and have a look inside. One thing you do have to be aware of on a lot of these TVs, well I expect all of them nowadays, they do have high voltage sections. I mean in the UK the power's 250 volts anyway, so that'll kill you. But just to make it more interesting, the LED display uses high voltage, so there's a step-up transformer in there. So not to be played with, but I will see if we can get the back off and have a look inside. Right, I think I've undone all the screws, so all the ones along that edge, all the ones along that edge, all the ones along that edge. Those two, which hold the, looks like the, well, that panel in place. That one, and that one. That one, and that one. That one, and that one. And then the four there that hold this stand in place. I'm just hoping it's not going to fall off when I actually lift the panel off. Looks like we're free anyway. But I need two hands to do that, so I'll put the camera down. Right, that was it. That was all the screws that needed to come off. I don't pretend to know what all these separate pieces are. This bit along here is definitely the bit that's running the display. This was a plasma TV, I think. I don't know what difference that makes, but I'm still going to assume that this is high voltage. And then logically, that's the power unit that runs that. That's our power coming in. So it comes through there to here. There's a fuse just there, so we'll check that fuse. All the capacitors, that's these things, potentially are charged. So don't put your fingers across the back of any of them, just in case, because they could hold enough charge to give you a nasty shock. And then that's all your inputs and outputs on that board. The other thing I want to know is what controls the touch controls that are on the back of there, or on the front. We're looking at the back. And there's a cable just there. that goes down to them. You can just see the end of them there. That cable, I'm a bit pushed for space. That cable comes along there. Speaker there. Oh yeah, that black cable goes all the way along there. I reckon, yep, that's it there. So that's the one that goes to the on-off, oh yeah, the control buttons, the manual control buttons. So that goes all the way along the bottom there. So as I say, first thing I'll do is just check whether that fuse is any good. So, touch me testers together, me probes together. Don't know if you'll hear the little beep coming up from there, but it's telling me my probes are okay. So if I go across that fuse, I should get a beep, and I'm not. And if I go there, okay. If I go there, nothing. So from the looks of it, it's that fuse. Of course, what's actually caused the fuse to blow, we don't know. But it does look like it's that fuse. I'll have to have a close look at it, see what's written around the edge of it. Sorry for a shaky hand. Now, 10 amp, 250 volts. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't have the camera running at the right moment. I've disconnected the power again. Yes, I temporarily replaced that fuse with a much larger fuse, which was a bad idea. Put that fuse in, turn the power back on, and we've blown that capacitor, or whatever it was. Nice big spark and a puff of smoke. So there's clearly something else that's wrong, but as soon as we put power on it, because it didn't blow the fuse there, it blew that one. So I think the short answer is this power board has a fault on it. I expect they're available. Oh, it's definitely got a fault on it now because I've blown that. Yeah, I'll call it a capacitor for now, but it is actually another type of fuse. So yeah, we're not really any further forwards other than we identified that fuse had blown, and when I replaced it, that blew. So I've got the power off. So we'll take that one back out again. Just having a look at the details on the board, see if we can have a look on eBay. See if we can find a replacement board. 2009. That's what we need. We could test all the outputs there. Well, we can't now because I've blown it up. But we could potentially have tested all the outputs if we could have got power into it. But because we've blown that one up, I mean, there's no point in just trying to replace that, because that's the result of the fault, not the fault itself. So rather than trying to fault it on component level, it would be much more sense to just see how much a replacement board would be. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.